Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. So I do have a pretty big group again this afternoon. I am trading the power hour, and we still have people in the studio here, and I'm basically going to follow along with, well, first read this disclaimer. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. Please seek the advice of someone you trust before you try to emulate any of these strategies. Someone that's licensed and trade in a simulator first. Make sure you're green in a simulator first. I'll be trading 500 shares of Tesla. I just set this up. So I'm going to go over with you how we set this up. Now, we are using the RV strategy principles from Day Trading Volume 1, which I'll have a link to, but and I'm not going to go into all the other books again. So watch the video earlier today, Trading the Open, because I'll just tell you, there's volumes 1 through 4 out now. You should look for the links for the $1 Million Margin Club, Trade in the Zone, and Best Loser Wins. All great books. I talk about them every single video, so it's hard to miss them. I'm sure many of you were thinking that for sure. But so what I did is I basically did the same thing, guys. I just like with the RV strategy, I looked at the day before, okay, at the close of the day before, which is to the right of my picture, is $209.21. Then the ATR was $10.9946, so I called it $10.50. Divided that by 2, $5.25. Took $5.25 from the close and subtracted it to get the ATR low, and then added half of it from the close to get the ATR high. So I made a range again, just like I would have. And that's when people ask me all the time in the chat, do you trade the RV strategy for the power hour? I do that. I do, and I think I've mentioned before, what I do is I will correct the 2-day fib. So this is the 10-day fib still. Hang on, let's just get to a 5-minute chart here. So this is the 10-day Fibonacci still that I set this morning. Actually, I didn't set it this morning because I traded AMD, but I did set it up on a stock, but I never ended up trading it, which was NVIDIA. But this is the low, and then this is the high over within a 10-day period. So you're always going left to right. Okay, so then why I've got this open, I'll tell you where I did the support and resistance. There was nothing really. See there's no place in here. We're below the ATR low already on the price action. You come over here and you'll see. So I was trying to find stuff that I could do. So I marked a whole bunch in today on a 5-minute. And then the only other day I could get, which was right here. Let me go to the 2-day fib first. So this is the 2-day fib that I set based on today's market. So I just snapped that a few minutes ago. This is on a 5-minute 2-day. Okay, so that's going to give me very well respected lines. So I don't think I'll ever see though. So, unless it just goes all the way back up here. So that's the one thing about the power hour. The fibs aren't really, unless they're the 10-day, which is right here, pretty much don't come into play, particularly the way this set up. There are other times, but if you look at like a larger chart, you'll see on a 4-hour my problem. There's nothing in here to mark historical price points at where the candlestick is stopped and turned around, except just a few. Well, there wasn't enough, so I'm trying to create more areas where I can use them as sort of the RV strategy guidelines that are in Day Trading Volume 1. So I have a 15-minute chart here. I have a 5-minute chart, right? 5-minute chart here. On a 10-day, this is a 2-day 5-minute chart reduced down here that I just had open. I've got the MACD and the RSI here. I do end up using these a little bit more in the power hour, I will tell you, just so I can see what's going on. Since there's been a whole day's worth of data now, I can respect these a little bit more than normal when we just open or in the first half hour of the market. Let's just get this up in here. So these lines aren't all over the board here, and I'm going to start trading in a minute. I do have a group up here with me. It's not as many. What do we end up with? And she's here handling the chat today, which is great. She actually works more in the afternoons than in the mornings, which is good. So we're basically getting close to being too far down, and you can see it's starting to go back up. So that's a good sign. If I were to look at these, I would say that the move is going to end up being up unless it does some sort of weird reversal here. The 1 minute's already kind of showing that here. on the MACD on the 1 minute. Kind of been up, 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 but you can see on the 5 minute it didn't used to be. It's been climbing up, and then the RSI is telling me that it's pretty much oversold. So it's both of these indicators are saying for the close, the last half hour, hour and a half or so, I'm coming in right at about an hour and a half before market is completely closed, 1600 military time on the East Coast of the United States. That's considered power hour. So what I'm just trying to do is I made like 3K earlier today for those of you that watched that trading, I believe it was AMD on an open strategy. And I haven't had a chance to come back yet into the studio to mic up and trade again. I just decided I'd go ahead and do another power hour. This is, there is not a strategy specifically out on the power hour that I have shown yet from anybody's books or anybody that I've read other than just freestyle trading, scalping. But the RV strategy and now the new open strategy number 5 in that day trading volume 4, you are able to set up and trade those same guidelines and strategies throughout the day. So I do not have profit pivot lines like the open strategy does. I do not have the volatility rating set up in the ATR average revenue range. Instead, I just went right to the ATR high and low. Now, for those of you confused, I know that ATR is one number. But what we try to do is we try to get the average true range, the price, over a 14-day period. Okay, but I cut that price in half so I can start at the center, have half of it above and half of it below. That's that basis of the whole RV strategy, which is where everybody's making so much money, including myself, and it's just amazing. It was almost accidental how good that strategy was, I have to tell you. And now everybody trades it. But it's based on a range bound, and that's what this is. We found the range with the ATR, and then we set support and resistance levels based on the Fibonacci levels that I just showed you, a 10-day, 5-minute, 2-day, 5-minute, 2 different fibs. And then we have historical data marked on candlestick bodies or wicks, meaning recent historical data usually within a 10-day period. And then, I have the advent of looking at the power hour to see how it's moving throughout the day that made me pick this. I felt that it had kind of swaled down. Let's take a look at a 30-minute here for a second. So as you can see, it's kind of down here. And to me, it seems right at the market, it kind of usually goes in opposite direction of how it had been going. So it had been going up, I would play it down. Been going down, I'm going to play it up. We're below the ATR down here. So this is technically would be considered the escalator strategy. I do have some videos about that. But we're so near the end of the market, I'm not going to have time to test that theory where it retests and kicks back from the ATR. That's the escalator strategy. It's perfect conditions to trade that strategy, and if it comes up, it's great. Usually you can make a lot of money, like 85% accurate. So I don't know. It might just keep fading off right now. I just don't really know what's going to happen here, but all I've got is my point of control and the volume profile set right here. So I'll be using that, of course. And then okay. So I wasn't going to go in right now anyway. So I'm waiting a couple of minutes for some people that did say they were off to the bathroom for a few minutes. So I'll be quarterbacking. That doesn't mean everybody can't take their trades on their own. I'm just going to call out what I'm going to do. Okay. I mean, if I were to go anywhere right now, I'd use these. I would use this, look at the channel here. Look at how these are marked from, well, of course, these might be marked today. But either way, it's, it comes back and shows us what was working before. So we're below the ATRs up there, right? Yeah, so we're below the ATR and fading down. So we just broke that level. I would go in right now if I was to. I'm going to go ahead and go in, guys. I know it's a little early, but I'm going to look for it to test down here. So we're only doing 500 shares today. I'm looking for it to hit this 85 or somewhere near there. See if it gets down there. I'll just take that. It kind of, oh, did you see the slip? Okay, so this is what happens with market. I had 20 bucks and it went to 6. And now I'm going the wrong way on the move here. So that was very annoying to me. Is this going to slip like $20? If that's the case, then I've got a real problem here. At least I can't do these kind of moves. So, yeah, this is what I was waiting for. And now it seems to be, what did it get me at? 96 too. What a terrible, terrible position. All right. So now that was weird. I actually made $11 and I thought I'd break even the way that was working. Okay, so I've got to figure out what's going on here. First of all, how are we reconciling? I assumed the action's pretty slow. Oh my God. So I set my max loss at $500 with this kind of action, which is usually how many shares. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Okay, with this kind of action, I would be hesitant to. Whoa. Okay, so I went ahead and captured that. Oh boy. I would be hesitant to. I forget what I was saying. I just don't think I'll ever get anywhere near that. 71. Boy. So I'm just trying to make a couple thousand right now. And I hope that we get some better moves than what is happening right here. But I think I'm going to get in I'm going to kind of commit to a direction here, I think. I'm looking at the market maker right here. I'd like to see it get down to that 85, and then I'm just going to commit to go up for maybe a little longer to up to the 22 or better. Depending on, I'll look at the other indicators at that time. So I didn't call out a lot. I'll start to talk about this, what this layout is. I do think it's going to go up. I'm going to take that. What did I get that at? 86. I'm right. I'm a penny above that. And I gave myself a little cushion for this to go down further. So I would definitely drop off at the fib, which is 30 cents down, which would be like 150 bucks. So we don't want that to happen. Everybody's here now. So I am trading. Everybody is trading, right? Okay. We've got most everybody is long right now, but there are a couple short guys here. Not stature-wise. It's hard for me to tell on the camera. So the power hour is a little more calming. And hopefully I can eke out a couple K here. This is just how it is. Even with Tesla, I was a little worried about going 1,000 shares with Tesla just because there's not a lot of high volume and it might just slip so much to pick me. I'm going to get picked up on market. It won't be a partial, but it could slip a good distance down to get my full, my total fill. So I'm going to try to hold for at least up here, and I will judge it at that point. Here we go. Here's the point of control. So this is a 1-minute chart. This is a scalping indicator. This is the MACD. This is the minimized day chart that I opened up. This is my active trader tool. This is the level 2. I did move a 15-minute over here from this morning. I didn't have this. It was bothering me. And then I have a 5-minute, a reduced 5-minute, a 30-minute, a 1 hour, and a 4 hour. All that I use to set this up. So it may fade off this again. Yeah, I could have captured that. I really thought it was going to go up. Look at the power of that there on the scalping indicator. I know they're going to be changing a lot of the videos around and new thumbnails, and some videos are going to go away, and the scalping indicator will still be available. Don't worry about that, even though the $1 Million Margin Club now has the rights to have it too. So it'll always say this name now. But the deal was I always have it here free for you guys. I have a bunch of other plans too to bring some free stuff. I tell you that I don't sell courses. I'm not going to sell courses. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put together courses for you for free. That's what I'm going to do. So you don't have to go to these other places and buy their courses. So, you know, if you already know how to trade, it's nothing new. It's not going to be anything new. But I get so many beginner comments and emails on the stuff that we all take for granted that we're watching, that I think I can put together. It's going to take a little while, and someone will actually edit it for me because I can't stream. You know how I mess up all the time. I know I don't want to do that in a course. I mean, I can't. I'll forget stuff is what I'll do. Not just messing up's okay, but if I completely forget to say a part in a course, that's not a good idea if you're watching that to learn how to trade. So yeah, I do know how to trade, and I can teach it. I was a teacher for many, many years in math. So that is my intention, along with getting the streaming ready, is to put out a series of videos for free, okay, that walk you through right from getting an account, small share size, what to look for. It won't go to strategy deep specific, which I do on these videos every day. Instead, it'll just be like, how do you trade generally? What should you be doing? So I'll probably bring in the aspects of the $1 Million Margin Club and Mark Douglas and Tom Hougaard, because they teach valuable lessons. So I'll try to, I'm not going to promote the books, but I mean, the aspects of what they talk about is what I truly believe in. So you'll see me, and I'm jumping the gun because I wasn't even going to say anything till I did it, because it's a lot of work, especially this whole editing thing somebody wants to do. So I guess there's something called Da Vinci that makes it really easy. I don't know. And, you know, I'd be happy to do that for you guys and put out, because I'm not going to name names, but I do see some pretty bad courses, but I also see some good courses. So, but they're pretty expensive. So the good courses are pretty expensive. And I bought 2 of them just to see what they were. And usually it's traders, without me naming names, that do trade online and have a long history, and they show you their earnings and that kind of stuff, that have the better courses. Not always, but usually. I think that she's bought over 10 for me to look at, nine for me to look at, just to see how other people are putting their courses together. And I see a lot of gaps, so I'm kind of excited about putting something out for you guys that are, I have a long-term experience in trading since I was very, very young, that I might be able to bring something to the table. I mean, I know I can, and it will be a different way. So I don't want to oversell it yet, but I'm hoping it'll be something good now that I did talk about it. So you got to give me a little bit of time, but that's going to be coming out. And when the $1 Million Margin Club starts doing all their scripts over on their website, I don't want my subscribers to get worried that they will not be available here. The scalping indicator that I scripted myself is going to be available on this channel. That was the deal, even though they theoretically paid to have it over there and to market it with their site to try to get, more subscribers and views so that they can sell their books. It's a publishing company. So, yeah, okay. I stayed in the move, guys, because I feel like it's the only way I'm going to make a couple $1,000 is to kind of wait for some of this. So I guess it just allows me to ramble on here. But so I'd be looking up here next in this general area. But if it starts to die off here, I might go. Actually, I might just reverse any time now. I'm just looking at how the buyers dropped off of that volume. So I'm just gonna reverse right there. So I pocketed 371, I think it was, right? Did you guys turn around yet or not? No. I don't know now. Now I don't know. Now I'm worried that it's going to go back up. I think I'm going to reverse again right there. I got it at 218 right below that line. So let's just see for a second here, because I didn't take into account a couple things there when I looked at that. I think it might still be going up. So let's see. Look at the 15-minute. It's just dojing across here, which is showing a reversal of the 15-minute pattern. All four of those are revert. Make sure you learn your patterns, guys. The candlestick pattern playbook. There's a link. Now, the patterns that you see, 5-minute and 15-minute, seriously respect them. They're definitely something you could respect now. This is actually too tight. Let me try to get this a little. See if we can see some patterns here a little bit more. Look at that swell down and coming back up. It's like it made a little hook. It hit right here at the fib, and it's turning right back around and heading toward the ATR. I mean, I might hold this up to the ATR level, honestly. So we can get some decent trades here. So these are getting higher toward the top. Remember, I've talked about looking for that on the scalping indicator. This is definitely telling you that this stock is going to continue to go up. So as you can see here on the MACD, the sell's dropped off. It's coming up on the 1-minute. This is telling you it's going up. So now the 15-minute has got a 1, and then the 5-minute's turned around on a doji here, or almost a rickshaw man there, spinning top rickshaw man. So chances are, odds are, and then this is happening now, right now. So I'm just going to wait out these little. Wait, that's not actually happening, is it? No, that's just a shadow. We're up here. Yeah, so. Yeah, so then did I go? Yeah, I went over the whole layout. So I keep tweaking this to be for both strategies, or for all 5 of the open strategies and the RV strategy. And of course, the escalator strategy can be used at any time. I'm basically a coffee drinker all day. I have no excuse. Gonna die young. Although some people would say I'm past that already. This totally depends on your perspective. All you 25-year-olds. It's too late to die young, man. So, I talked about this earlier this morning, that her other keyboard just died, and we have this new one, and somebody was saying there was a way to set this on silence, but we can't figure out a way to do. I guess it doesn't really bother me, you know. I don't know if you guys hear it. I mean, I can't imagine you don't hear it, but there's a lot more. It makes me respect her and pleased that I have her a lot more when I realize how much she's answering from everybody, you know. Besides giving the position, I mean, I can see their little squares. They can see, depending, I don't know what they're set for, but I'm assuming any one of them can see my position. But if they just watch the chat, it's easier than trying to see all my numbers, because they're watching their screens, right? So the chat was a huge help when we started doing that. It's been a long time ago, but this is not an in and out / slow scalping. This is a hang on to your until we see a real turnaround and try to capture it. But it seems like it's going to be going back up now. It might go all the way back up right till close here today. So this is one of the things like you kind of look at the MACD coming up on the 5-minute. This is now getting higher as the volume goes up. So this is definitely telling us to hold this position. And I've turned around before at the ATR. Ooh boy, if it wasn't so strong right there. So it did fall off of it, but it really hit it strong with everything else. I'm going to hold, guys. I'm holding. Certainly easier to trade. Kind of boring. There's our 200 moving average up here. Now, most of these are ones I set today. These are just ones from looking at today's price action. So if we zoom in right here, I can show you kind of, there's some from yesterday, but as we go up, as we get up higher, we're going to fall out of the ones from the more historical data. Yeah, now there's a little bit more on the historical data from like 8 days ago right here. And we're passing. Once we get above the ATR, these are just spots I marked that turned around today, as you can see, to give me some guidance along with the fib here. So we're breaking the ATR. This is a 5-minute, so we must be really breaking it over here. No, I guess not. Just 202. It's right. It's staying here. I probably could have captured some small. This is always an area because so many people. There's a lot of strategies. I don't trade them. The different ones here. I don't like a lot of the other ones other than the RV, but there are a lot of strategies that split that ATR like I was explaining from the last day so that you get a mean center and then they respect those levels. There's all kinds of weird kangaroo bounces and I'm reading different ones that people do and I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know, man. Did you just make that up? Every strategy's made up. It comes down to back testing, right? The thing about it is that, and most of you know I'm preaching to the choir here, but it's what everybody else thinks. What is everybody else looking at and how are they thinking about this line, this level, or this Fibonacci, or, that pattern. And then whatever the most people think is the way the stock goes, not just because it's the power of the force, but I mean, because they react by buying and selling. But that's one of the ones that the $1 Million Margin Club's going to have that I'm not going to do is over there is the power of the force indicator and the prayer indicator. I think that's so cool. Once they have them legitly over there for people, I will put them here, but I'm not trying to, since they actually paid this channel to help this channel, to pay for the rights to use the scalping indicator. I really need to give them time to get their stuff together, and it's not going real fast over there. They're traders. It's the problem. They don't really have, now they're publishers and traders, but that's $million-Margin Club is their YouTube channel. And they're going to be doing lots and lots of book reviews, but they're just they don't really have a full-time staff to do that. So, they need to get an income, coming in too, so that they can afford, like a real, whatever. That's one of the reasons I'm not involved. Couldn't even keep up with this. So, but I know a lot of the people there. So, and originally it wasn't going to be that. If you've been following for the last 2 years, it was just going to be a logbook or two, and then suddenly somebody that was a publisher in the club, $1 Million Margin Club, said, "Hey, we should make it a publishing company so more people can reach more traders because the stuff out there, there's some good books out there, but a lot of it is trash in their opinion." So a lot of people got together and said, with the brain trust that they have, they can put out actual strategies in writing, like textbooks, real textbooks. So you can actually print these books. I think I mentioned it earlier today in the Library of Congress, which blew me away. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but they can. And, then they copyright everything and, because it's like, then they become like they own that strategy. Doesn't mean people can't go trade it, but if somebody else tries to print a book or claim that it's theirs, I don't know what that would do for them other than a book. And then you come right down to plagiarizing and copyright infringement. Then you can get in real trouble. And since a lot of those guys over there are lawyers, it's probably not a wise move for people to do that. These are like, it's the $1 Million Margin Club because there's millionaires. So not just people with $250,000 to margin, but actual millionaires. Anyway, I'm just killing time, frankly. I'm just waiting for this to go up. I can't believe it broke. It broke this really nice and strong. So, definitely up at this fib, I would worry. But I think, and this is the 200 on the 1 minute. So, I'm up $1,000 already, just sitting with this position. It's been pretty much no drama. Been real easy. There's my VWAP, so everything's drawing it this way. I'm expecting this point of control to jump up. Now, keep in mind when you have a longer, the day goes longer, and this is now it's averaged to the entire day since the market opened. It takes a lot more volume to move this around so quickly. Like in the morning, all that high volume comes in and it's easy. This is really becomes helpful, the point of control, and then the low and the high. See, the high of this is way up here, the higher value, way up here. All right. So this has got some room to move up for sure if it's following the overall volume of the day, which doesn't mean it will, but everybody's just sitting long. I saw a couple scalps go in. Like that might have been a move here. I don't know, down to hit the ATR, then bounce back up. I don't think it's going to go back down though. Although actually, I've been just kind of jabbering away. This is a sign that it's going to go down. That just told us this move was happening. I didn't even see it. So I could have actually capitalized on that a little bit. Yeah, so I dropped below 1,000. Oops. Yeah. This called it out. See how it went down with the volume going down. Buyers, they were running out of buyers. Now the sellers are moving up. That might be the extent of it, though, and I just missed it. So because it's starting to curve. See how it's curving back up? This is the best indicator, guys. Just type in free indicators or scalping indicator. I think the video, if you just type in scalping indicator, takes you back to the really old one, like episode 60 something. But there's a lot newer ones. So if you type in free indicators and just look at those episodes, highlight over the episode, then it kind of lights up and you can read what it's saying, because they'll say scalping, and try to get the newer, from the episodes that have just passed in the last month or two. And they're the newer indicators that are tweaked and better. So I know a lot of you are just going back and getting that other one, but the percentages aren't even the full percentages. So, I'll probably get that more organized. I'm trying not to rain on the thunder of the $1 Million Margin Club right now, but they really helped the channel out by boosting what we could do for the studio by actually. So the traders didn't have to bear any cost. That these things could just be free. I mean, I wasn't going to sell it anyway. I was just going to. But if traders are going to offer me money, then and then allow me to still give it away for free, that's a pretty good deal for you guys and for me. So I'm not one of those people that want to be. Look, I don't want to say I'm so altruistic that I don't want to profit off of everybody viewing, okay? Because obviously I've monetized, the channel is monetized so that some income can come in. But that is not my primary source of income. So I don't want to sound like I'm just a bunch of crap. So obviously, some money, but I don't need to do that. This just sounds like I'm just going to stop. It just sounds stupid. People that have been with me for almost 2 years now should know me by now, and know that you get all this stuff for free here. So, but I get called out and I get attacked. God, I get attacked. Why? Why? What is your problem? If you just really don't like what I'm doing here, you can't read a disclaimer. You want to hold. If anybody's responsible for your journey, it's you guys. I can't be responsible for it if things are going wrong, if you don't understand what the channel is, if you don't, I mean, I'm not going to preach. Because, and then the thing is, right, if you know anything, if you engage with the haters, it just adds fuel to the fire. So it's best to just like move on down the road, guys. If you're not happy, usually you're not happy with yourself, right? I'm not a philosopher. But I've definitely been around a lot of people with trouble and problems before in my life. I've seen what they go through with their therapists and their things and and I've heard all the lines and we've watched all the movies, right? about you're only hurting yourself, you know. It's too bad when it's like this because if I just hold a trade, you have to listen to me. Hopefully it's not irritating the crap out of you. Well, you can turn off the volume, you know. You have the control. Okay, here's where I'm thinking about it. Yeah, actually, I wish I would have got it. Ah, man, I lost like $100 by not reacting quicker to that. I'm actually going to go back the other way. So I got it at 94 at this line. I wanted to reverse at the fib up there. Oh, no. So that was it. I was right to reverse. Oh, guys, I'm just going to turn around there. All right, so that hard-earned money I lost right at the end. I did not stick the dismount. Yeah, I do think it's going to go down now, at least for a little bit, a retracement here. You see, when you see the buyers only go halfway up the volume, that's a telltale sign that you're going to get a downward move for a little bit anyway. Man, I just got a terrible position, though. I just got a terrible position when I got out. I'm actually going to lose money. It's going to go back up again. Yeah. I should have turned around back there again. This is just little baby type moves here. Or I should have just held it through that move. So now I'm trying to make sure I don't do the same mistake and don't just go long again too soon. I'm just going to hold here for a bit, guys. It seems to have made a dead stop right here at this double line and the fib up here. Well, maybe not. See how the volume went down with the buyers so much? So I'm looking for some bit of a retracement here, but I don't know if it's really going to happen. Hit the fib again. If it starts breaking that fib, then I got to get out. Oh, man. I gotta pay more attention. It's continuing. Look at it. I shouldn't be in this position. I shouldn't be short. I would have got back everything I lost if I just had stayed and waited a second. So now I'm just going to kind of pray that it gives me a chance to get out a little lower here one more time, and then I'll ride it back up again, like what it's trying to do now. Like go down, give me a chance down here. If I'm not changing my position, how can there possibly be this much to type? Yeah, never mind. Yes, I got a deep breath over there too. Like, leave me alone. It's almost like lesser loss at this point to turn around. I'm just thinking that, you know, man, I should have just taken it. I was thinking it might drop a little more. Staying pretty firm at the even dollar, 205. Uh-oh. Now I've got my muse coming in too. Okay, getting ready to reverse here, guys. I'm just trying to, okay. Oh, it looked like the way it was going down, I thought I might actually go a green on a reverse. Shoot, I should have snagged it. Come on, go back down. Go back down. There we go. There we go. I'm just going to take that like $5. And now it's going to drop. So, oh boy. Yeah. Isn't that the way, guys? Now it goes the rest of the way down. Part of the reason the power hour is just so arduously slow. Oh my God. Yeah, this is really hard to call this consolidation. Sometimes you get lucky. There's the 200. Only that's on a 1 minute chart. It did bang off this resistance support here. It does have a red candle. It's dojing on the 15, so it could possibly turn around. I could be going the wrong way again. So man, it does look like it's going to go down. It's just eating away. I'm going to reverse. I think it's going down. It's just eating away at my profit here, bit by bit. All right, I'll take that. I got a little bit back. I'm going to play it off this level. There's a 20 moving average. I'm going to play that it's going to go back up. Probably a bad choice of words, but I'm going to think about it going back up, and hopefully that this is going to, yeah, so that stayed a little bit below the top of the volume there. That's not a good thing to see, though. Oh, my God, really, don't do that. I've got a pretty good position because I'm down below this line, like right here. So I've got a good position to play this level. But if it starts to play this level, then I've got a bad position. So, but I don't think I'm going to make 5K today because I'm getting tired of trading already. Right, Kitty? You up here to help us? Yeah, I know. You're Charlie's favorite. Trying to think if there's more information to tell you. I'm kind of telling you how I'm reading this and the levels. The level 2 isn't going to help us much on Tesla. I try to do multi-chart alignment. I'm using the MACD a little bit more. This is now telling us that we're about to go back up. See that? So I am in the right position, which is good. I don't know if it'll get all the way back up to the fib or if I can ride some of this up, down a little bit more before I stop. I'm not going to make the 5. You don't make the 5 every day. That's the way it is. I think I will. I have a couple other positions that I get out before the market closes that are both green right now. So, but I just meant scalping wise. Yeah, I'm gonna call it pretty soon, guys. I'm not gonna buck this too much. It's just so slow to get any money. I wish I would have gone in with 1,000 shares, but I probably would have had more slippage. If I'd gone in with 1,000 shares, most likely, even with the slippage, I'd be over 2K. But there's no telling. It could have just been jumping 150 bucks a trade. You know, I could have lost. I should have tried to catch that little scalp there. I mean, this is a very tight channel to try to catch with 500 shares. A 30 cent. Not even, it's a 28 cents. So, I mean, probably I'm slipping 6 to 8 cents at least. So if you get it perfectly, you'd be okay, I guess. Thinking that it's going to do that, which you don't know that either, you know, 100%. Look, it's just cutting right across the middle here, not giving me very good data. It's just right in the middle of both of these numbers. Not getting good data. This is the 50 candle moving average right here. Look at it. It's just this gray line. It's just straight across. Just, you know, no ups, no downs, just completely consolidating right now. I do look at that too. I mean, if I haven't brought it up, but it's just usually you're looking for more at the stocks on the first, you know, after the half hour, the open for the RV strategy. This is kind of good to keep an eye on generally to just see, is it swaling up, is it swaling down, like what is the average here? Oh man. So I'm just not catching these little ones. These little ones are all we're gonna get. Looks like. Wow. Yeah, I probably could have got that. I probably could have got another 100, 150 bucks right in here. Stair step my way closer to 2,000, which is all I need to make the 5. But as soon as you start setting those goals and then you do stupid, you know, like when you're trying to force it, then you make stupid trades. And didn't have to worry about getting to my max loss, that's for sure. Uh-oh. Nap time. Yeah, I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it very soon here. Everybody doing pretty good. Everybody's over 1,000, right? Oh, no, not everybody, but close. Oh, well, 1,000's not bad for the end of the day here. I'm not going to reverse this time. I'm just going to sell out if it, you know, if it comes up here near the top, this level. So that's close to where I would get out. That's at 61. No, let's see if we can get it back up to the 70-ish area up here. Keep an eye on this just to see if we get a push. And, oh, there was one. It's over 75%, and it maintains it, which it just did. That means it could break through there. So that's good. It's up at it anyway. That's close. 72. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Keep pushing up there. Come on. Give a little bit more up there. 1,300. There you go. There you go. Get up to the next level. It's just all that open space. It's going to pull you right up. Come on. Get up there. We're all rooting for you. Everybody's got your back. We're not drafting. We're pushing. We're pushing you forward. Pushing you forward. Get up there. Looking at the market maker for more like 80s, 85, 90 maybe. Last little bit. Come on. See, you can tell I need the prayer indicator. Oh, there we go. Wow, I got broke 1400. That was good. Now watch it go. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you found this entertaining. Remember, we have so many archives, so many things on the channel that we offer. You know, how to set up your scanners so you don't have to get a course, how to see which way the market's going, how to build these layouts, how to get these layouts for free, how to get the scripts for free, and on and on and on and on. There'll be links to the books. And that's it. Thanks for watching. And be careful out there. Stay green, guys. I'll see you soon. Go green.